Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are on the Rivet Games' new Fife Circle line, Edinburgh Waverley to Markinch. This is a
Welcome to the ScotRail service
auto announcer.
Dundee.
I'll just let her rattle on while I get the train set up.
Haymarket.
South
Gyle.
Whoops, what just happened? Okay, that was weird. Let me just check my recording software. Okay, we're good. Some reason when that was weird. For some reason when I did the safety systems, it took the game out of full screen. That's so weird. Okay, so we are at Edinburgh Waverley, and yes, you are looking at your screen. What you see on your screen is not a joke. It is the Class 170 Turbostar. We finally have in TSW. Let's open the windows because for some reason the audio, like the running audio, is way too quiet when you're in the cab. This is actually, from what I can see, what I've seen, it's actually a much better route than what we expected of normal Rivet Games' quality. Certainly not up to Island Line 2022 standards, though hardly ever any other route is up to that standard apart from Blackpool Branches and Boston Sprinter. This is GSML work. Okay. Registration code. Okay. Let's get ready, and we can be off in a minute. So this route is the 50 miles of track from Edinburgh Waverley to Markinch via. Okay, if I just open the map here, so we've got Edinburgh Waverley, Haymarket, and then Edinburgh Gateway, and then in between Dalmeny and North Queensferry is a famous Force Rail Bridge, which we'll of course be doing. Then at Ivor Keating, the track splits, and you go via, and if you go off to the left, you go via Dunfermline. If you go off to the east, you go via the North Sea and Kirkcaldy. I know it's spelled Kirkcaldy, but it's pronounced Kirkcaldy. Don't ask me why. And then you eventually get up to Markinch. So the right side of the Fife Circle forms up what is the Scottish East Coast Main Line, and then on the left you go via Dunfermline. So it's a nice non-linear route. Only one new method of motive power is included with this pack, as is normal with new TSW routes apart from Blackpool Branches, which is of course the ScotRail Class 170/4 Turbostar. However, there are no motive power layers, so if you've got any other add-ons in TSW, they will not layer onto this route at all. I mean, you could go into, if you have Great Western Express, you can reskin the HST from that into ScotRail livery, but otherwise. Whoa, the horn is extremely quiet from the interior. The horn is not exactly up to sound standards, but at the end of the day, that's not exactly necessary. The section from Edinburgh Waverley to the rest to the Fife Circle, where the Fife Circle branches off here, has already been included with TSW before in the form of the ScotRail Express Edinburgh to Glasgow route. But and also the ScotRail Class 385 from that route layers onto this route in the form of AI and also some playable surfaces as well. But I don't have that route because it's pretty terrible. Like, look, I'm pressing the horn buttons and you can barely hear. Like, I cannot hear the horn from the interior. That is not good. Not a great start. say sounds, apart from the horn, are actually quite nice, apart from the interior sounds, which are, to say the least, underwhelming to the point of being non-existent. That's our river, I guess. But apart from the sounds, which are a normal rivet bugbear, for me at least, for a lot of people, it's actually not too bad. This overall route is not too bad. Scenery looks pretty darn good. The 170 itself is nicely modeled. Alright, here we go. Edinburgh Haymarket. Alright, we are... Okay, so we have a 35 limit coming out of Haymarket, and then we can almost immediately go up to 90 miles an hour. That's nice. The Fife Circle is also a good route choice because it's decently non-linear. Okay, so we have 3 steps of brakes and then the emergency brake. So, yeah. The 170, let's have a look around it. Nice modeling on the coupler there. Ooh, some good bogey details. Some nice undercarriage details. The ScotRail livery looks pretty dang nice. Interior looks pretty good. Also, this is the first diesel ScotRail train we have in TSW, because the other 2 trains that we've had, the Class 314 from Class Cart Circle and the Class 385 from ScotRail Express Edinburgh Glasgow, have both been fully electric units, fully electric overhead container units. This one is fully diesel, of course, it's a 170. I suppose if you wanted to, you could also put this thing into a London Overground livery and take it on the Goblin/Suffragette line, if you wanted to. And there's also free roam, you could get that ScotRail HFT as well, that I've already mentioned before. So, next stop, South Gyle, I hope that's how it's pronounced, in 3 miles, and just before we really get going, I sincerely apologize for any BST, for any mispronunciations of Scottish names. I'm not from Scotland, I don't know this area. Oh, what's that? Oh, that is a good looking stadium. That is a custom 3D asset if I've ever seen one. That's nice. Nice to know they've included that little touch there. Let's go get a fly past shot, why not? Oh! Is this the tram line from Edinburgh Glasgow? I think it is. Let's go get a shot here. Also, one other thing that I would like to know is whether the 170 layers onto, what was it? Edinburgh Glasgow as AI, because that'd certainly be interesting to find out. I must say, look at that. Not too bad scenery so far. Like, certainly does the job. Certainly, from what I can see, it's already better than ScotRail Express, just because it has a 170. Like, I've heard the sounds of the 385 being called washing machine sounds, and I also that you have to have the sound pack from what is it? trainsimcommunity.com in order to have any sort of realistic sound. Okay, so we're now branching off the Edinburgh to Glasgow electrified line, and we are now on the unelectrified section of line heading up toward Markage. Oh, hello. That is a bit of an overspeed. Okay, now we can go back up to 90 miles an hour, but we do have only 0.7 miles to go, so I'll step on notch 1 of the brakes. I must say, sounds on the 170 actually are not too bad, apart from the interior running sounds. I have been on a 170 in real life, however, that was a Chiltern Railways 170, and it was also 6 years ago, and I don't really remember. Come on, buddy, slow down. Like you can barely hear the horn. Okay, this might be a bit of an overrun here, but hopefully we'll be able to stop in time. We'll be able to stop well within the platform. We might just skip our stop marker a little bit. Okay, I am learning this unit though. Alright, South Gyle, ladies and... oh. Hello, flat grass texture. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, Rivet. Not this awful flat grass texture again. Look at that. That does not look good at all. Like, there are a few bits of foliage, but that's about it. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what stops do we have today? We have Edinburgh Gateway, Inverkeithing, I think that's how it's pronounced. Aberdour, where is it? Burntisland, Kingbourne, Kirkcaldy, not Kirkcaldy, Kirkcaldy, and Markich. And then there will also be a part 2 to this video if you're interested. I will be doing a run from Markich back to Edinburgh Waverley via Dunfermline, so the western side of the Fife Circle. If you wonder why if you see any AI trains with ScotRail Barbie liveries, that's because I've downloaded a livery off the Creators Club. Oh wow, we're already just 0.6 miles away from Edinburgh Gateway. Right, let's cut the throttle. Actually no, let's keep going with the throttle. I'll get up to 45 and then start applying the brakes. Coast for a bit. I must say, the train looks good. The 170 looks good. I'm so glad we finally have a 170 in TSW. It's a train that we've been waiting for ages to come to the game. Alright. What's the top speed of this unit? Max speed 100 miles an hour. Okay. In real life... Wait a minute. If I just have a look at the map here. Like, in between... around here, I think, there's actually a little branch coming off here to a little town called Laven. That branch is due to open later this year, and Rivet have actually discussed including that branch once it opens in real life, and they'll be able to survey it and all that. Okay, here we go. Yay, no flat grass texture. Woohoo! What station is this? Edinburgh Gateway? Where? This is a very modern function. Wait a minute, is that? What is that? Uh-oh. Is there, like, an airport somewhere near here? I think there is. Alright, here we go. Can we get to Edinburgh Gateway on time? Come on, brake, brake, brake. I think we did overshoot our stop a little bit there, but who cares? We're checking the route out. It's fair if we could have skill issues. We can have skill issues if we need to. There's another 170. Heading to Edinburgh Waverley. Distant scenery. Not a classic Rivet, like, skill. Like, it doesn't look as good as it could be. But if you're in the cab of the train, it doesn't honestly look too bad. And to be honest, you'll mostly be sitting in the cab of the train. And look, no flat grass texture to be seen here. Alright, we do... Alright. Door shut. So this service will, after we finish, after we finish today's service, we'll then continue on. Oh my goodness. Stop rolling backward. Okay. It does take a bit to rev. Okay. Next stop, Inverkeithing in 7.1 miles. Are we skipping out stops here? Let me just check. Oh yeah, we're skipping out the 2 stops at the both the south and north ends of the 4th bridge. The 4th bridge really is the highlight of the route, I must say. Just having a look around. Not too bad on the scenery front, Rivet. Most definitely better than the West Cornwall local line, for sure. And much better than NEC New York to Trenton. Though I wish Rivet could have done a reprise of the quality they put into the Island Line 2022, because that is a fantastic route, one of my top favorites of all time. Okay, we can go up to 100 miles an hour in a bit. DSD requesting our attention. Wow, this is very flat Scottish countryside here, look at that. Not too bad on the scenery front, nice amount of clutter. 60 miles an hour. How are we doing for frames per second? Averaging around 45 frames per second. Okay, that's a bit lower than I'd expect. I think in real life, they're actually ScotRail is actually due to electrify this line and take the 170s out of service and start running 385s up here. It would be cool if someone could actually make a mod in the PC editor that basically adds overhead catenary to the whole route and substitutes the 385 in for the 170 in the timetable. That would honestly be so dang cool if someone could pull that off. But I don't think they'll be able to. This is actually not too bad. Definitely not Blackpool Branches level of quality, but for Rivet, actually quite nice. Like, this is most definitely tolerable. Zooming along at 78 miles an hour. One thing I don't really like about the 170 in terms of physics, I know this is on the real unit, but hear me out. It takes ages to accelerate. Why did AWS just go off? We've got green signals on the track. This is ridiculous. Okay. Alright. And we see, because of the upward grade, we seem to have topped out at 78 miles an hour. We're only on a 1% grade and we've topped out. This is not good. Alright, we do have an 80 limit coming up, and then we do have, after Dalmeny, which is the station on the track monitoring you can see, we do have an upcoming 50 limit. Why does AWS keep going off? We've got green signals across the board. Alright, let's start notch 1 on the brakes, because we do have the 4th bridge coming up. Man, I'm looking forward to this. Alright, here we go, Dalmeny Station. Oh, is there some work going on here? No, that's just ground signals, lovely. Alright, coming through. Oh, there it is! There it is, the 4th rail bridge. Here we go. Alright, we do have a 50 limit coming into force. For freight trains, we have a 20 limit going across the 4th bridge. Whoa! Oh, look at that! Whoa! That is insane! Look at this sheer... There are the 2 road bridges crossing the 4th road bridge. This is huge! Whoa! Wow! It would be a treat just to take the Flying Scotsman across here. Wait a minute, I've given myself a good idea. Ooh. Whoa! This is huge! Yeah. Wow, you definitely get a sense of scale when you're traveling along in a relatively large Class 170 and you've got this huge bridge. Apparently they have to constantly repaint this bridge to make sure it retains that iconic red color. It takes like 2 minutes to get across this whole bridge. That's how big it is. It's massive! I'm impressed with the sheer scale of the— Wait a minute, I want to go into photo mode. I know I'll do this at the other end of the bridge, but hear me out. I want to see how good the modeling on the bridge itself is. Okay. Rivets aren't modeled. Rivet Games, you've missed a massive opportunity here. You did not model the rivets on it. But that's a small detail that could have been done, but it is honestly not a big difference. The bridge itself, like, in terms of modeling, actually looks really good. Like, look at that. That is just an impressive sight. Even in a simulator. Like, this thing was impressive in the Train Sim Classic version of the Fife Circle line. In TSW, it looks absolutely amazing. Gargantuan. That was why we had that consistent 1% upgrade all the way up to Dalmeny, because we had to go literally up to get onto this bridge. That's how big it is! It's huge-mongous. Oh, and there's another 170. Alright, wait a second. And now! Let's see if we got a good shot here. Oh, wow. The train looks... Trouble is, trying to get the train and the bridge itself in shot is actually incredibly difficult. Like, look, if I zoom in all the way, let me just notch in the field of view a bit. Like, look, barely any of the fourth bridge is actually in evidence. Like, if we could do, like, that could work. Like, this is the weirdest YouTube thumbnail I've ever taken. Alright, that's our shot for today. Alright, and I bet we'll be on... Okay, so this is North Queens Ferry we're coming up to here, and we're immediately on a downgrade coming up to the bridge. Come on, buddy. Slow down. Oh, and we're immediately into a tunnel. Not many bridges where you come off the bridge and immediately are in the tunnel. That is insane. I have to keep hitting the brakes because we're on such a steep downward grade. Alright, we do have a 40 limit coming up in a minute, so... Out of the tunnel. Wait a minute. I know for certain on the... No, we don't. We don't get any special tunnel portals. Like, for certain on the I know on the Brighton main line, there are some really cool looking tunnel portals. Like in real life. Ooh, we've got this really cool stone cutting. Nice. It's actually been decently modeled. I'm impressed with it. If you could keep on doing what you're doing, and then up the game a bit. Wait a minute, what's this bridge doing? Another major highway in TSW with literally no traffic. Wait a minute, is this like the fourth bridge, but a mini fourth bridge? Oh, this is cool. I like it. Uh-oh. We have to have a 40 limit. Ah! Okay, we did do a tad of an overspeed, but I'll take it. Bridge is probably old as well. Okay, we have a 50 limit coming into force, and then we go back down to 40 in a minute. Come on! do notch 3. Oh, we're back on the level grid. Okay, I'll put it up to notch 7. Sadly, we don't get a rev counter on the hood, like we, an RPM meter on the HUD, like we did with Blackpool branches for the Pacer. Like, that, which is a shame, because you can't read how high the engine is revving. Nope, we're on another steep. Come on, slow down. Slow down. Okay, we do have the audio announcer going off to the background, which I can barely hear because of the windows open. Alright, infant keysing is coming up. We have a 40 limit coming in. This seems to be a semi-express service that we've chosen today. What service is this? 1 Lima 73, okay. That's another 170. Click on the ground. So, in the keysing, okay, so it's just past the station where the Fife circle splits, okay. Full brakes, please. And we've overshot. Again! No! We're near the 4 to 5 car stop marker. Alright. We have 2 minutes here. Wait a minute. I swear I've seen this bus recycled from some other route before. We've got a nice little overpass thingy. Ooh, the station texture is nice. Nice interior on the 170, I must say. Overhead lighting looks good, the seats look good. Does any of this work? Nope. Anything over here work? Do you have the classic seat, second band seat that you can use? Don't know why we have DSD going off when we're stopped. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we got the eastern side of the Fife Circle. Don't have too many stops, I don't think. We have Aberdour, Bruntisland, Kinghorn, Kirkcaldy, and Markage. So not too many to go. And also, there's another reason I'm glad Rivet chose the Fife Circle is because the route is actually decently long, and we also get good service variation with the both sides of the Fife Circle included. All right, I think we have the guard buzzer going off. That's a nice automatically. That's a nice function. I know I just pressed it myself. That was deliberate. Alright, we have a 40 limit coming onto the eastern side of the Fife Circle. Always do love me a good non-linear route. Okay, so now we are onto the eastern side of the Fife Circle. We can go up to 50, then 75, that's nice. I think this is the northernmost TSW route in Britain because the previous two routes, Cathcart Circle and ScotRail Express Edinburgh Glasgow, were south of the river that runs past Edinburgh Glasgow. I can't remember the name. So this is the northernmost TSW route in in Britain. That's actually honestly quite cool. I wish you could have like a route in the Scottish Highlands with the Class 156. That'd honestly be so cool. Alright, let's go. Yeah, a shot of the 170 passing through. Hopefully not get hit by any NPCs. Alright. And now we're stuck at 65 miles an hour because there's too much of an upgrade. The 170 has terrible uphill performance, but then I'd expect that from a British unit, if I'm being honest. Wait a minute, what was that? There's something on our left. Tree stumps. Come on, I thought that was something interesting, like maybe bears trying to climb over the fence or something. Okay, we do have a 50 limit coming up. And then we have a 50 limit coming into Aberdour. Excuse me, okay. Whoa, we are on a steep downgrade now. Let's cut the power now. The engine takes ages to respond to throttle inputs. That's insane. AWS just went off again with no bad signaling of any kind. This is ridiculous. I am detecting more of the flat grass texture though. Oh, come on. Skyhook Games are repainting their what was it? Oh, I'm trying to remember what it was. Class 158 from the Midland Mainline route into what was it? ScotRail blue colors, but sadly they couldn't finish it before this route came out, so it's coming out later as a separate add-on. Hopefully for not too much. Slow down here. Ooh, perfect stop. I'll take it. Alright. Aberdour. It's also nice that Rivet could get the ScotRail licensing, because that's one of my bugbears with the Island Line 2022. There's literally no Southwestern Railway like licensed signs or anything, because apparently Rivet had trouble with getting like the Southwestern Rail licensing, which is really annoying. Nice that they included scaffolding for this house. Like, that actually makes it look somewhat good. Also that they put, like, I know it's 2D, it's also nice that they put vines in on the stations. That actually makes it look so much more realistic. Why is DSD going off when we're still at the station? Come on. Oh dear. Hello, I spotted a collectible. But, hang on, I'll turn vigilance off, and we'll go collect. Come on, let me through. Oh, dang it. Let's pop out this door. Yeet! Climb across the tracks. We do have a bit of time. Let's go collect this. Okay. There's our sign collected. Wait a minute, did I see a planter down here? Because that is one of the collectibles. Let's go find it. Wherever it is. Alright. Oh, hello, there it is. I knew I'd spotted it somewhere. Here's another collectible. A train planter. I think I've seen it on other routes before, like Cathcart Circle, but it's nice that it's here anyway. What are you? Okay. Hello, what are you? Oh, it's a little seal plushie, that's so cute. I like that. Alright, shut you. Hopefully shut you. Yep. And get the vigilance back on. I know we're moving. Dial in the power, and here we go. Next stop, Burnt Island. I've been mispronouncing it the whole time. Burnt Island in 2.6 miles. Ah. Alright. We have 4 minutes to do the 2.5 miles. Should be able to do it. Little football field off to our right, if you notice. BSD going off. Hey, and look, there's the North Sea. We're now following the North Sea. That's honestly beautiful. I like that. Excuse me. We are flying. That was a bit too rapid braking, but I'll take it. It's nice that we have a coastal section. Really adds to the scenery variation rather than just rolling highlands. We actually get some sea to drive next to. Don't know why AWS is going up again. Okay, we do have 40 limit coming up, so I'll start getting on the brakes now. Is the auto announcer going off again? Honestly, I like the auto announcer. It's a nice feature that I think more routes need. Ooh, we're at some sort of seaport. Burnt Island. Coming in. Getting past the port area. Come on, buddy, let's slow down. There's another planter we can collect if we have the time. There's another route map I certainly want to collect, and another planter. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Yes, perfect! Okay, vigilance is going off, I know, but let's ignore that for now. Oh, we can hear it while walking around, that's annoying. Look, we have you done, and we have you, and we have you, thank you. Let's cross the tracks, and come on to the other side. Is there any other collectibles? And, oh, hello, another planter. Flip, we have you. Anything else up here? Route map. Flip. I think we got all of them from the station in one go, that's nice. Let's go. What's this down here? Oh, we have a little freight siding. Oh, that's sadly cut off. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we could spawn trains up here, a freight train up here, and take it onto the main line? Oh, we've got a bunch of abandoned spur lines. That's so annoying. And they're cut off from the main network as well. That's so annoying. Next stop, Kinghorn in 2.4 miles. This is beautiful. It's honestly gorgeous. We're shooting along the Scottish coast. Going via Kirkcaldy is certainly the more scenic section of the route, I'd say. Ooh, slowed down just in time. Ho ho! Tunnel. Kinghorn. Here's actually a really funny little bug I found. You know how back at the start of TSW3 a bunch of new NPCs were introduced, like ones talking on their phones or using like suitcase or dragging suitcases. Look, here's case in point. I have seen people is there anyone using earbuds? I have seen ones with earbuds. I have found people talking on their smartphones on the Niedertalbahn, a route which is set in the 1990s, 20 years before the introduction of any smartphones. Whoa, 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 whoa! I saw that. He was walking with like half in the fence, and look, his arm is still in the fence. Okay. I wonder, wouldn't it be cool if we could like walk down here and then go along this road, and then walk down to like the beach or something? That'd be nice. Oh, hello. Yeah. I saw that. I saw that. Look. Rivet, if you're watching, please fix this. This is awful. That is not acceptable under any circumstances. Yeah, look there. Yeah, all the NPCs are going through the fence. This is absolutely ridiculous. So we have got Kirkcaldy and Markage left. Not too much farther. We have 1 more minute.
Ticket checks are in operation.
Ooh, nicely modelled station building. Look at this. Go in here. It's like you can. Just a bit, not too much. Don't know what that is. Let's get going, gentlemen. Train. This honestly sounds really similar to the GWR Class 166 and 165 that run up and down the Thames Valley branch lines, and also up to Oxford as well. Like, that is almost an identical engine sound. Alright, next stop, Kirkcaldy, it's 3 miles. Look at that view. That is gorgeous. Alright, we're clear up to 75. Whoops, went too far with the camera there. Not too bad along the coastline, I must say. Must be said. Nice Doppler effect on the horn as it goes past you. Alright, 1.3 miles to go. Wait a minute, is that a stadium on the right? That is a custom stadium there, ladies and gentlemen. That looks pretty good. You know, a minute early.
Will soon arrive at
There's the auto announcer going off again.
don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
Perfect stop. I'll take it. Ah! What the? When I stood up, I went through the roof. What happened? That was weird. Hello, gentlemen. Can I help you? Nothing up here for collectibles. Let's see if I go back down the platform. Don't know what that is. Maybe it's like cargo, maybe like wheelchair ramps or something. And I go down here. That's probably for just getting underneath though. Oh my goodness, I have to get back to the... Alright, okay. Ah! You see? I'm now stuck in the roof. What do I do? Control 0. That gets me back into the seat. Oh my goodness, I held W as I got out to go forward, and I got shot back into the cab. That is weird. Give it notch 7. Next stop, and our final one for today, Markinch in 6.3 miles. Oh, so okay, so this little thing here is going to be the Latham branch when that opens. And hopefully that'll get included with the route. And hopefully that'll add even more service variation. Okay, we can go up to 80 in a few moments. We'll probably just have to leave off the throttle here in a moment. We have to use notch 6 to maintain our speed on this 1% gradient. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. This thing does not have a lot of torque for slopes. Five miles to Markinch, and we could go up to 80 miles an hour. I'm having to use full throttle just to maintain our speed, let alone increase it. Okay, we're now turning in from the coast, sadly. That is a very scenic section where we can go by the sea, though. Ooh, nice little pedestrian bridge there, that looks custom. Okay, we're now on a downward grade, which is good. Oh, we are accelerating quickly up to 80. Do a fly past shot. Oh! The westward branch of the Fife Circle is coming back. Is merging back. Right, there we go. So, okay, there's the Latham branch pulling off to our right. That's still under construction. It took like 5 seconds for for the engine to stop revving itself. Alright, we do have a 60 limit coming up in a minute. But then we could go back up to 80, but I don't think I will. Like, if we could get an extension of this route, eventually, like, up to Dundee, along with the Latham branch, and get a ScotRail HST layered onto here as well, that would honestly be so cool. Okay, AWS having a reason to go off that time. Single yellow signal. Alright. Here we go, the final stretch before we have completed the first part of our Fife Circle video. Of our Fife Circle series, sorry. What am I saying? Okay, we have a red signal after Markinch, that is to be expected. AWS warning up a red signal. Alright, here we are, the upper end of the route, Malkinch. Okay, now all we have to do is load up passengers and we will be completed for today. What is that? Whoa. Okay. So this service will continue on as AI up to Dundee, which is of course off the map. I can't select any of those. All I have is the usual semi-functional GSMR. Alright, outdoors. Okay, and we are done for this run today. And we got a platinum medal, of course. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.